The time is now 8:42. As we just told you, Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow, and maybe you're making some plans to celebrate, perhaps with some great food, some festive drinks, plenty of fun. Joining us right now is the founder and president of Chingo Food Group, Lomeli. Thank you so much for being with us. But you may know him as the owner of Malpan Restaurant, one of Charlotte's favorite Mexican restaurants in the South Park area. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning.
Thanks for waking up so early to be with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I should say again, we are talking mocktails. It is,
Correct.
what, 8:42 in the morning.
Yes.
But mocktails are pretty popular these days. What is Cinco de Mayo like for Malpan?
It's like the Battle of Puebla.
Okay.
So it is, there's a lot of energy.
Yes.
A good time. Friends are coming out. Post-work happy hours. Families are out. It's a great environment.
Okay, and so we are going to have some, I guess, Cinco de Mayo inspired mocktails. Tell us what we're going to be making.
Well, first we'll do our house NA margarita.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and start with that. That's going to be 1.5 ounces of an agave spirit.
Okay.
So this is a non-alcoholic spirit.
Yes.
Made up of aromatics, citruses, little spice, so you'll get a little bit of like a peppery aftertaste there.
People like a little kick with the margaritas,
Absolutely,
yes?
Absolutely. So
now, are these typically on the menu at Malpan, or is this just for Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, no, these are on our menu every day. Yes,
okay,
of course,
that's
we
good to know.
Provide a little bit of a non-alcohol option for all of our guests.
Excellent.
Okay.
What do you like most when you're making these mocktails? What do you?
Well, I mean, it is minus the spirits.
Yes.
It is like putting a cocktail together.
Okay.
So we put the same, love and care into it as we would any of our house cocktails here.
Now, tell us what you added in there. Of course,
so this one's actually pretty simple. Yes, we did a 1/2 ounce of agave nectar and 1.5 ounces of fresh lime.
You don't know lime?
Squeezed in house. So we're gonna go ahead and just shake that up there.
Yes.
I've already pre-rimmed.
I was going to say, what's the rim? Is the rim still the same?
It's still, we use a Himalayan pink salt.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just because it looks cool.
Right.
All right. And so we're going to go ahead and just strain it out here. And I cut it a little short, but that's okay. So we got a nice agave margarita there.
Yes.
And now we're going to do our jungle cup.
May I try the?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, mocktails, folks. Yeah. It's 8 something in the morning.
That's right. That's right. We're taking it easy. The show starts tomorrow.
Oh, this is really good.
Is it good? Yeah. So you get a little bit of the kick from the agave spirit.
But the kick isn't too big.
Correct. Yeah, and it doesn't feel like you're just drinking juice.
Okay. Yes.
All right. And so now we have our jungle cub here. So this is a riff on our cocktail called the jaguaret, which actually was just featured.
How do you say that again?
Jaguaret.
Okay.
So this is the jungle cub.
The jungle cub. Okay. Okay.
So this is like I said, a riff on one of our mainstay cocktails. So we start with the 1.5 ounces of orange juice, 1.5 ounces of hibiscus, which be careful because it does stain.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, then we go 1/2 ounce lime, and then we're gonna go 1/2 ounce cinnamon syrup, which we make in-house as well.
You make it in-house?
We do, yes. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and just add the ice here.
So I think this shows that mocktails don't have to be boring. As you said, it's the same care and attention that if you were doing a traditional cocktail, because you want that flavor to be the same, essentially, without the spirit.
Absolutely. I mean, we want our guests to be able to enjoy, those flavor profiles, and maybe, they're expectant mothers or their kids, or they're at a point in their life where they
I've been at that point in my life.
Don't want to wake up feeling rough the next morning, So it's nice to provide that for our guests, and I think there is a big demand for it nowadays as
definitely.
well. So we'll go ahead and shake that in our tin.
Are there any? I know we have the margarita here, the NA, but are there any drinks that are more popular this time of year when people are coming in, say for a Cinco de Mayo type celebration?
I mean, obviously our big seller is going to be our margaritas, especially this time of the year. The late spring, summer fruits are going to start coming around, so you're going to see a lot of berries. We'll do a watermelon margarita, which is extremely popular every year. But those typically are the most popular drinks. And
tell us what all
voila.
you put on the. I know you topped it up, but before
Yeah,
that,
so
what did
we
you add
actually
in?
we pre-rimmed the glass with the sugar rim.
Okay.
That's a little bit of the sweetness there. Then we did the hibiscus water that we make in house. We do our
Yes.
fresh squeezed orange juice, a little lime juice, and the cinnamon simple. And we
Okay.
just top it off with like any sort of Mexican mineral water.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
May
this is
I?
the Jaguar Cub. Of course, yeah.
It looks
Enjoy.
delightful. Again, this is the Jungle Cub.
The Jungle Cub, yep.
Oh, it does have a bit of a kick to it.
It does, yeah.
The cinnamon, I can taste it pretty
Absolutely,
prominently.
yeah.
Not in a bad way, but
Right.
prominently. I do like this.
We tend to feature a lot of cinnamon in our food and beverages. I think it's just
No, I
more
like
the
that.
region that.
And then the
that I come
sugar
from.
on the
Yeah,
rim, that
absolutely.
I helped it out. Wonderful.
That's a
I like
little
them
bit. Yeah.
both.
Well, thank you.
I
Thank
do.
you.
And so these are, again, on the menu at Mall Pond. The people are coming for Cinco de Mayo and they want some. And do you have other options that people may?
Absolutely, yeah. We do have. We feature 5 mocktails, and
Okay.
then we also have. We have a menu of non-alcoholic beers,
Okay.
and we do non-alcoholic micheladas, which are
Yes.
always really popular. So yeah, we have, and then of course our full bar as well. So we have a little something for everyone.
And there has to be an appreciation for the things that are made in-house that you're saying that add the spice to that. I mean, that takes some time and attention to make these drinks as delightful as they are.
Absolutely, I think that makes a huge difference for sure. You could taste it.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
We
of
really appreciate your time this morning. Again, Cinco de Mayo coming up. Maybe you're going to have a cocktail, maybe you're going to have a mocktail, but lots of options, of course. Great to have you with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll make sure that you keep it right here, the WCNC Charlotte app. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes.